Netflix has got it all wrong. As you guys already know, Netflix canceled Breakpoint after 2 seasons, and honestly, it's not surprising.
It's inevitable.
Personally, for me, it didn't feel as interesting or as engaging as the other ones like Full Swing or Drive to Survive. And the biggest thing that annoyed me was the editing. For example, like one person would serve to the person's forehand, and the next edit would be the returner hitting a backhand. If Netflix actually wanted to have an interesting docu-series about what it's like on the tennis tour, they should be following players on the ITF and Challenger circuit. I've heard so many crazy and funny stories from traveling on the ITF and Challenger Tour. So in this new series, I'm going to be retelling some of the craziest, funniest, and most ridiculous stories that have happened to me and my friends on the tour.
Ooh, is it story time?
So I'll start off by telling just a little appetizer of a story that happened to me and my friends in Cancun. There used to be tournaments in this club in Cancun basically every week. And there was a hotel on site, but it wasn't great. The food wasn't good. So a lot of us would rent a car and stay off site at an Airbnb. The hotel at the courts was basically like an inn. The rooms were, I think, okay, but a lot of my friends were complaining about like the water and temperature, how hot it was, bugs and stuff. And it was basically steps from the court. So every day, every morning, everyone's alarm would be people practicing at 6 in the morning. So my friends and I rented a car and we stayed at an Airbnb about 20 minutes away. And we came home one day from the courts after going to Walmart to buy food and stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary. We were just chilling, cooking dinner, playing games, listening to music. And so the layout of the Airbnb was there's one bedroom downstairs with 2 beds. So 2 of the guys stayed in there. Then there's 2 more rooms upstairs. I stayed in one, another guy stayed in another one. So the next morning, my friend Jody, he got up and went to the bathroom. And then in the bathroom, there's a small window that you can look out of, and it looks right into the driveway. So he looks out the window, and the car is not there. So he was like, okay, well, maybe someone else in the Airbnb took the car to go get something from the store. Goes back to his room. So Jody gets up a little bit later to wake up and do the morning routine because it was actually the day of a match. So he was making breakfast, and the other friend from upstairs walks down the stairs, and Jody's like, "Oh, so you didn't go to the store?" He's like, "No." Jody was like, "Oh, the car's gone. So maybe Amy has the car. Went to Walmart or something." So Jody texts me, and I'm in bed. I'm laying in bed, and he was like, "Amy, are you at Walmart?" I was like, "No, I'm laying in bed." And that's when the panic started to set in. Jody texted me and was like, "Well, the car's gone." I was like, "Oh, crap." So we all wake up, we go downstairs, we look for the keys, nowhere to be found. And it was even more stressful because 2 of them had matches that day, and they had to get to the courts, and we had no car. We had to call the police. We had to get everything sorted. In the end, they couldn't find the car. Surprise, surprise. One of the guys in the house, I'm pretty sure he was so shook. He lost his match and immediately booked a ticket home.
Peace out.
When it was all said and done, I think each of us had to pay about $800, which is a lot for us who are traveling on the ITF tour, where you get like $20 if you lose first round. But it was actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to have to pay thousands of dollars each. We ended up switching Airbnbs to a nicer gated community, and the rest of the trip was fine. But I don't know if it's right now, but a little while ago there was news that armed gunmen had taken over that club in Cancun. Like, there's so many crazy stories from Cancun. Like, there's this other guy, his first day in Cancun, he got stung in the balls by a scorpion in his sleep.
Ouch.
If you want to hear more stories like this, please like and subscribe, and I'll keep posting stories from me and my friends from traveling on tour. Thanks.